you look around the league, there's a lot of teams, in the hunt. We're in the hunt. You sit here and you say, hey, Thanksgiving and close to the end of November, and we're in the hunt. When you sit around that table tomorrow, you're saying we're in the hunt. And there's a lot of teams that wish they were in the hunt. Well, we're in the hunt.
This game was like someone wished for the Bills to win on a monkey's paw. Like, they won, but terrible things had to happen for it to happen. Like, their son had to get torn up in machinery, and then the Bills won. It's in the Huntcast with Kyle Turner, Sean Murphy, myself, Greg Bauk, and we're supposed to be happy. This is not going to be a long podcast, guys. I don't even want you to talk right here. I want to go to the question game. So let's answer some questions. Kyle can talk about balls, and that's it. We do not need to dwell on this.
I got some balls to talk about. Footballs.
Oh boy. Greg.
Wait, that's the first time anyone's ever turned that clean, and it was Kyle who did it.
The Bills are 5-2.
Yeah, all right, sure. If you count this game as a win.
Defense
sure.
allowed 10 points.
Yes.
There you go.
No second half points.
You guys, what are you going to bring up now? Andre Roberts to throw in our faces?
Yeah, great return.
No, that's what bad teams do. They point to the one guy who had a decent game, like Andre Roberts. That's like saying, "Oh yeah, my entire house is on fire, but the garage is in good condition."
No, but what
okay. Point to the one special teams guy
good
that had
teams
a good game.
do.
Oh, it's great.
What good teams do, and I don't think this is a good team, so I'm saying this, just lieu of nothing. But good teams find ways to win when they play shitty, and they did do that.
That's who said that?
I did just now.
Quote?
I just said it now.
Quote. Let's give you a chance to edit that. Take it out.
I'm gonna turn the volume up
back
on
with
it.
A better quote.
No, I'm gonna turn the volume up on it because they're 5-2, and we
kind of echo it and edit, like make it go.
I don't think this team, like I said last week, they need another year. They're not there yet. There's a lot of problems.
There's a lot. The team has now scored 18 points or less. Wait, what did they score in the Chiefs game? Yeah, 17, right? They scored 16 Titans, 17 Chiefs, maybe something like that, and then 18 today. This is last year again. The offense, and we're only missing John Brown. I mean, Cody Ford was out, but he's not a fucking game changer. Don't throw stats in my face, okay? Dawson Knox sucks. That guy blows, and we've been missing. Does Feliciano run the ball?
Yeah.
Does he catch touchdowns? No.
It's part of this.
No one was asking where John Feliciano was the first 4 weeks of the season.
Well, I will say, and I always hate to agree with Kyle because no one should agree with him ever on anything. But I think people are going too hard against the kicker and the D. Not saying they're great, but if you came into this game and you said, "Hey, the Jets scored 10 points," you go, "Oh, we win what 38-10." They didn't look great, but they did their job.
The game was balls, but if you take away that penalty that didn't happen on the Davis touchdown, and then if Tyler Kroft had actual human capabilities of running, that there's
or if Allen hit him in stride, baby.
Right. The pass had to arc, and both of them could have done a better job with a wide open receiver. So that should have been 2 touchdowns right there without being too Billsy, Bills Fanny. Those should have been 2 touchdowns.
I have a surprise for everyone.
You're not going to show your balls, are you? Please.
Not yet.
Okay.
That's only if we're running low on.
It's only if you subscribe to our Patreon.
You get set of Bills dough.
You get a baggie full of Kyle.
We had a few people reach out for pictures of the Bill does.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't they want to see a real life Bill dough?
Horrifying pictures ever.
So last week after the pod, I wanted to bring this up because it ties in with Tyler Bass, and I'll get back to him after this. But I checked the email because we brought up the shitty email that we have that anyone can still email.
Yes.
And we actually had some emails.
Oh.
And we must have said at one point, this is from October 5th. So we must have said in that episode, email us who would win in a fight, Kyle or Tyler Bass.
Is this a politician asking for money?
No. we have 3 new emails, and they all said Tyler Bass would beat me in a fight. We have one from David Donek. Again, these are tough names. Steve Campaign. I don't know how to say this.
Steve Campaign sounds like a
Campaign.
made-up
That's
Sean Murphy
100%
trivia
not
question.
Steve Campaign. I
Oh.
don't know what it is, but it's not Steve.
How do you
Campaign.
pronounce Campagna?
Campagna? It's my friend. I
Campagna,
know.
yeah.
Oh, you know
Steve-
that guy?
I know.
Damn it.
Steve
Okay, well, he
Campaign.
said Tyler Bass would win in a fight with Kyle because he'd kick him in the nuts.
Yeah.
If Steve Campaign is not one of the
shaved
options,
nuts, I should say.
if Steve Campaign is not one of the options on a trivia question next week, I'm gonna be so
I'll
mad.
write it down.
Also-
I'll forget too. I'll forget. So go ahead.
Also, Greg, this next guy, Mark Dunmurray. Dunmer.
You
Dunmer.
are- oh
There we
my
go.
God, you're-
Dunmer. He
it's like
said
you're-
he said Tyler Bass would kick Kyle's ass was my yearbook quote.
That's nice.
So there you go. So
so
I don't know.
prophetic.
Oh, why don't you say the email again so people could write us?
In the hunt. Oh wait, let me check. I always forget if it's in the hunt cast. It's
I
in the
know.
huntcast@gmail.com. You can email us literally anything.
Yeah.
And also, but you can also tweet us. So
Sure.
it doesn't matter. So back to Tyler Bass. I don't blame him at all for any of those misses. The first one, I blame on McDermott for being a soft ass bitch and not going for it on 4th and 3.
Whoa.
Okay,
Wow.
he's soft. He's soft. That's all I gotta say. And then the 90th kick he missed this game. You shouldn't be kicking that much anyways. It's not his
He's
job
tired.
to make 17 field goals in a game. It's
He's
his job
tired.
to make 2 to 3 and 2 to 3 extra points. That's the game. Anything over 5, he shouldn't be making. His leg's tired.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Kicking's tough,
Pretty
mean,
good point, right?
We're not going to get
especially for
McDermott.
someone so young.
Yeah. We're not going to get McDermott on the podcast now, so I don't love that. But
Just don't edit that part out. I want it in there. I want him to know.
He's
So when I
willing to
see
take
him,
the risk.
when I'm in the media room, when they have finally
yeah.
when they finally take away the restraining order and let me in the media room, I get to ask them that.
There was some like last year goodness, like the defense having a good game is fun. Like seeing them actually have a pass rush was, and I don't know if it's just because the Jets are such dog shit. but,
Yeah,
like, that was
how much?
that happened last year. Like there
Yeah.
was fun when the other team
Yeah.
had the ball. So
But
I like
how sad is it? I didn't even realize this. Today was the first 7 weeks in, first interception by a DB.
I think that was
First.
I think that was a wrong stat because Levi Wallace had an interception.
Well, I don't care. The announcer said it, and I'm rolling with it.
all right, fair enough.
I
The
forgot about the Levi Wallace.
yeah, I
You
think
talk about
that's
the
okay.
Eli Wallace, whatever his
They,
dumb
they
name
they
is.
did too, so
He's
that's
good.
fine.
I like him. Sorry.
But that is, the Jets, like we constantly offered the Jets to take this game and they just did not want it. The second
bet
half
them.
offense by the Jets was so
Yeah.
bad.
It's legit like they were reminded that they're going to get Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah.
And they were like, stop it. Hey, cut it out. They
the
probably
way-
went to Darnold and they were like, we're literally this close to trading you to the Cowboys because Dalton died today.
Yeah.
And he
yeah,
was like,
yeah.
oh shit, really? I can leave New York? And they're like, yes, but you can't complete any more passes.
Ryan Fitzpatrick's going to be the Cowboys quarterback. That's
That's what Lou
Gotta
says, betting man.
Lou segment coming up later. That's called a tease
It's
in
a
business. Tease it to later.
They kept showing fucking Greg Williams' stupid face not wearing his
Yes.
mask right. Like just
Did you
like
see his hair?
Yeah,
It's bleached now. He's
Yeah,
like
it
going
looks
through
like
an Eminem phase.
it looks like he's goes skateboarding. He's got like some frostedness in there. All the what the fuck? This game was terrible. What are we doing?
This
Like, what are we
I
doing?
wanted to bring this up too after watching the All 22. And
Jeez.
this is why I don't react too early. That was about Josh Allen. What I'm talking about is all rookie year, I said Edmonds wasn't good. Then I retracted it last year.
yes.
Now I realize that I look more dumb for now being right than wrong.
Mhm.
Now I'm right again. Okay. I should have waited the 3 years, like I said, I'm going to do with Allen. Edmonds watching Edmonds reminds me of something my high school coach told me, which was, you're big for nothing. Okay. And that's what I feel like watching Edmonds play. I go, what are you 6'5", 250 for? Why? He's not
Why
good.
did you do that? Why did you do that?
He's not good.
He had some moments. Your man
Yeah,
Joe B
I
was
don't want
pumping him up on the Twitter.
moments.
Yeah, well,
This Dane Jackson dude had a great game. It's a moment. You're not going to crown him the fucking king of the secondary.
I might crown
That's
him.
true. We do stuff like that on this podcast.
I'll crown him. I don't give a shit. Don't tell me I won't crown someone. I'll run on that fucking field with the crown. I'll crown his ass.
That brings us to our new feature, King of the Secondary. Guys, who's your
Who you crowning today?
Speaking of the secondary, I have a tweet of the game.
Oh,
Ooh,
good.
okay.
Thank God.
This
Why do we
was
have to wait
from-
this long to hear this?
I think we've only been recording like 12 minutes. This is from Ron Bilsundy. It's at Ron Bilsundy.
We need a podcast of just Kyle trying to read people's names.
Look, why can't we all just be Kyle Turner, Sean Murphy? Bauk is a little rough. Can you change it to just like Bab or something?
Well, it's a terrible disrespect to my ancestors.
Aren't you German? Didn't they do that to themselves?
Yeah, they did, yeah. As soon as they got over here on the boat, they're like, oh, I can't have that name. There's been some bad blood. Better change that up.
Ron here tweeted out, so it's looking like the best way to unlock a lockdown corner is to give him a big payday? ? That's pretty good. Shot it at Trey White, saying that's how you take away a lockdown corner.
Why didn't you fave the tweet? It's got no faves, no retweets. It's just sitting there.
It's
You're
not
making
about
it the
that.
tweet of the
It's
game
not
on a
about me
podcast that
favoriting.
no one listens to. Would you just give the guy a friggin' favorite?
Should I start that? I didn't even know. I didn't realize
I don't
that.
understand why you wouldn't. You are singling it out as the tweet of the game.
Also,
you can't even hit a
so-
little heart icon.
So this is an anti-white tweet, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
Because this is
Oh,
almost goes back to Kyle's analogy of like the house is on fire, but like you're yelling at the garage. Is Trey White really the problem on this defense?
No, but why he's supposedly, and I'm not anti Trey White, but it's supposedly, he's the high paid cornerback.
Right.
You're supposed to be a difference maker. Differences aren't being made. That's what I'm saying. And I believe
okay.
that's what that guy's saying is like, hey,
I'm not smart enough.
come up with the pick. Do something. You're the guy. You're the highest paid guy in the defense. Do something.
I'm not smart enough to know whether or not Trey White's having a good season. Like I can't. My TV's
neither.
not big enough to see. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like last
I
year
don't
he
think
was
that's how
amazing, and I
TVs
couldn't
work.
tell you like other than every time he intercepted it. I didn't know if he was like being a great cornerback. I don't watch that.
I can definitely say this defense. I mean, he was in for a couple plays, but Milano seems to be the key for the entire defense, just as how, to a lesser extent, Lorenzo Alexander was for the past 2 years. Like those kind of do everything linebackers are like gigantic in this defense.
I've been saying that you can go back and listen to all last season. I recommend it, folks. Go listen to all last season. I've been saying I think Milano is the key to the entire defense, not even Trey White. I think Milano, and that's not taken away from White. I'm saying Milano's the key to the defense.
Well, did anyone have any boner plays of the game today? I think it was kind of it was a soft penis of a game out there.
Oh, it was Tyler Bass's 5th field goal attempt. No, this game was terrible. It doesn't deserve.
Yeah,
It was flaccid the entire game.
Zero boner this game.
Yeah.
Zero.
Beasley had a great game. He had that
Beasley, great game.
Yeah,
I liked Moss. Moss finally looked like he belonged in some kind of NFL.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But it's still like, this win shouldn't overshadow that the offense was terrible. The defense is still subpar. And people will forget that. That's all the winning does is kind of put a Band-Aid over that, like, oh, we're still not great.
Well, I'm obviously, I don't want to jump ahead to the next game yet because we do that at the end, but I think the next game is going to be very telling where New England seems like around our level. And are we like, heaven forbid if we get blown out by New England, I think that's going to be
that's
a
what
key 'cause-
Bills fans are good at. If we get blown out by New England, Bills fans are going to be like, well, I mean, they went toe to toe with Seattle. So like sometimes, and you're
Right.
just like, why can't you just admit that like for the past 3 years, injuries haven't been a big deal with the Bills. This
Sure.
year they are. And the expectations for this year, especially after the first 4 games, were like literal Super Bowl win or bust. Not even like deep playoff run, AFC Championship, get to the Super Bowl, like win the Super Bowl or bust. That now this fall back to like what feels like the middle of the pack again is like people are just like, I just
But
need to forget
that's
that
kind
they
of
suck.
where we were. I mean, especially the past 2 weeks, but even the beginning of the season, like this is a team that should make the playoffs, should probably get a win, and that's probably it. You know, we can't compete with the Chiefs and the Titans and those teams yet.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm
And-
gonna ruin your life by like doing this. Like next week's game is like it's pretty much win. If you need to get to 10 wins, you have 5. You're playing the Patriots, then the Seahawks, Cardinals, Chargers, 49ers, Steelers. Are you getting 1 win out of that run? 2 at most, and then Broncos, Patriots, Dolphins. So if you want to get the 5 wins, you have to, you have to win that game.
Yeah, that's fair.
Sorry.
That's okay. Apology accepted.
Oh, sorry.
You-
Boobs, dildo,
Now we're back.
balls.
Do we still care at all? People are still online on Twitter making this like, oh, Allen goes for 300 again. I bet you no one's going to say it. Yeah, because now it's irrelevant. He did it. It's
Yeah.
just the way we don't bring up the drought much anymore, other than if we're bringing up an example, because it happened. It doesn't make up for the fact that it didn't happen for a while.
I will say the only, I mean, we've been all over the place with Allen on this podcast, but I think we've all agreed he's taken a big step. The one thing, and we talked to the PFF guy and all that, but the one thing I do think he gets a bad rap on, and there are people like Baker Mayfield gets the most chances I've ever seen a quarterback in the press get of like, he's going to turn it around this game. And Allen is like way outperformed him, and people seem to not give a shit.
I'm glad you brought it up though, Kyle. I will say this game is the perfect, how in the hell did they ever not get 300 yards? Like this game was terrible and he got to 300 yards. Like how did it take him so long, all of those other quarterbacks to get to 300 yards because this dog shit game he did it. Like that was the stat is even more amazing watching a game like this where he did get to 300 yards.
Well, now Kyle, but yeah, I mean, we're already at fucking 16 minutes here. Do you we want to get to the question game? We want to get, of course, to your ad read, but do you have anything before we talk about our great sponsor?
Let me check my notes.
Okay,
Oh yeah, this I did. No, good. We're talking about Allen. This is something that he's had a problem with for a while, and like we said, and I'm not taking his progression away from him, but his refusal to dump off to running backs on plays is, in my opinion, hurting the team. Not hurting as in like, maybe the difference between a win or a loss, but drive progression. There was one specifically is today in the before they got that last field goal, it was 3rd and 4 from like the 7. And he ran to the right and got sacked. He could have easily dumped it off to Moss and at bare minimum gotten to like 4th and 1 or a first down or a touchdown if Moss breaks a tackle. But his refusal to run around and hit a deeper pass is starting to hurt us. Is detrimental, not detrimental. I meant to say not detrimental, but it hurts the team.
Okay. Do you know what detrimental means?
Yeah, it's when you forget stuff, right?
When Kyle says he's checking his notes, I picture a Post-it note like this that's just like football is good, bad stuff, bad. Oh, I gotta remember that for the just scribbles a picture of like 2 dogs humping. That's what I picture on Kyle's.
He has definitely making progression in terms of he's someone that like when we were down 10-0, I'm like the bad Allen could come out here where he just does hero ball and it just becomes a shit show. But he's stayed in there. But yeah,
another big dumb baby running the ball fumble. So
sure.
those have to stop.
Kyle, are you ready to talk about our sponsor today?
Yeah.
So mad, so angry about everything in life, and this has to add to it.
I totally forgot to bring it up.
Oh,
I have it right here.
do you have PayPal or Venmo, Kyle? What do you have?
Oh yeah, bring up
I
this
have
before you.
Venmo. You don't gotta pay me, Greg. That's
Yes,
Before-
sure I do. I'm a man of my word.
Well,
I'm not
tell
getting
the
I'm
the
not gonna
people-
give you my
tattoo.
Venmo.
Tell the people what this is about, in case they didn't listen to the
Okay,
last episode.
so last week, as our fan knows, we got a new sponsor, Manscaped. We're not the only podcast that got Manscaped.
I think
There
they
seems
all
to
did.
they really seem to reach out to the sports world. But Greg jokingly said, I will give you $40, I believe, if anyone buys any product. And we have confirmation that a few people already have. And so Greg needs to owe me $40, but I'm not going to take it because when we're making tens of dollars a month off this podcast, you can just give me your half then.
I will do that. I cannot believe people listen to Kyle talk about stuff to put on their balls and thought that is the man that I trust with my testicles.
I had an epiphany that this would be a great gift for a secret Santa in the office. Could you imagine wrapping up some ball deodorant and you don't have to say who did it?
Yeah.
You can just give
Yeah.
someone ball deodorant. How hysterical is that?
And that'd be they'd be like, oh, very funny, and then they put it away. It'd be like, I'm gonna put on that ball
For
deodorant.
sure,
Yeah,
dude.
they're like, oh, this is gonna make those guys good.
I'm going on and I'm buying the body wash because the ball deodorant and ball toner smell so good. They smell so good. And I'm not even trying to, they smell so good. The best thing about the ball deodorant is it's anti-chafing. So not only do you get the nice smelly balls, they're not even chafed.
Kyle
They're
just said he wants,
pristine. The end of a hot summer day, you got pristine balls.
Kyle just said he wants the rest of his body to smell like his.
Why would you not the whole body? You know what I mean? Like
It's logical. It is.
it's
It's
okay.
detrimental.
So this podcast, this episode,
Oh no.
Sean, they're gonna
Oh no! Wait, do we got?
get rid of us.
I'm sorry. It's the boat horn. I can't control when it comes up.
Other than the fact that you control it completely.
I'm sorry. We have, as our fan knows, we'll get back to the Manscaped ad, but we have Bortles Reportals that we have to play right
He's
now.
not in the league.
Well, we'll see. We'll see what Sean 2 has to say. Here we go.
Oh, we back, baby. And nope, I don't have any special Bortles Reportals or anything, even though the boat was signed in Denver. But that's not why I'm here. Actually, we had to cut off Kyle because we know that he's got a full ginger bush, and he's clearly not taking advantage of this new product that we have. So I'm here basically to tell you guys that support for In the Hunt today is brought to you by Manscaped. They're the best in men's below-the-waist grooming, and they offer precision-engineered tools for your family jewels. And in case you didn't know, they just launched in the UK, which does not matter because we aren't in the UK. Regardless, the Manscaped razor is totally redesigned. It's perfect to shave your downstairs parts, maybe your back door. If you're talking bronze metals, you know what I'm saying? It's premium. And when I say premium, the battery lasts up to 90 minutes. You can have a longer shave. It's waterproof. You can do it in the shower.
comfortable.
You can do everything you need to do. All you have to do, go to manscaped.com, use the code INTHEHUNT. You get 20% off. You get free shipping. I know that Kyle, like I said, Kyle's got a huge ginger bush. Greg probably hasn't shaved since the 60s. Murphy, I don't think he can grow hair. Regardless, guys, your balls will thank you.
This is
So
too.
will I.
This is so much time spent on.
Remember,
no
it's
way.
In the Hunt with no spaces. In the Hunt. Real fast. In the Hunt.
Okay.
Okay. So that's it. We'll go.
That was way better than what I did last week.
yeah. Well, you know what? Before
But
we
he also didn't tell a story about when he hurt his balls while trimming near the belt.
It's true.
That's
true.
true. Well,
Under the
well,
bells.
quickly, because I know we're running a bit long now. But before our question game, we have our third favorite Italian gambler, Luigi, for his picks of the week.
Here.
So let's get to that right now.
Oh, 27 minutes of music first.
I can't wait till our podcast gets big enough where they sue us for copyright infringement.
Hey guys, how are we doing? It's Luigi
I'm back with the picks of the week. Sean finally let me back on the thing. It's good. We were on a little bit of a cold spell anyways, but I've been hot the last couple of weeks. I said, Sean, you got to let me come back and share my winners with the world. But first, I would like to let you guys know this segment is now sponsored.
No
I'd like for you guys to hear me out here on a good product. Manscaped, who is the best man's below the waist grooming. Manscapes offers precision engineered tools for your family jewels, guys. They just launched in the UK now. They're getting bigger. You'd be one of the first men in England to experience their life-changing products if you're in England.
I'm so mad.
That's why Manscaped has redesigned the electric trimmer.
No.
Engineering team has perfected the greatest ball hair trimmer ever created.
No.
Their third generation trimmer features a cutting edge ceramic blade to reduce grooming accidents. We know what that's like, except for Greg. When I tell you this is premium, guys, I mean premium.
No.
Less than 90 minutes so you can take a longer shave. Because we all know we need a little bit extra time there. Right?
Let's talk about the game. Let's talk about the Bills game.
It's so long.
Please, let's talk about the Bills game. This is killing me. This is not funny.
One of the coolest features is that LED light illuminates the grooming areas for a closer, more precise trimming.
We have to stop.
Nothing like, shaving down there and being like, you know what, I need to see it better. And I would like it to glow. The waterproof technology allows you to groom the shower because my wife will love that. Let's not forget, though, about the charging stand. Show your mower off loud and proud because this intelligently designed stand is a convenient charging dock powered by USB. If you're listening to me speak right now, I want you to experience firsthand for yourself. Let's get that bush to tush clean. Get 20% off and free shipping with the code INTHEHUNT at manscaped.com. Now for my picks. What? I don't have any time for my picks. All right, I guess you guys have to go to @ItalianGambler to see my picks this week. Let's get it looks like it's a fake account because I got no followers. Let's get it up to 100 followers by next week. 100 followers @ItalianGambler, and I will buy Manscaped and use it in my segment next week. Bye.
He asked for followers. He doesn't have a single tweet yet. He doesn't tweet. He doesn't follow anyone. He has 4 followers.
Who are the followers?
Me, let's see. Me in the Huntcast, Antonio Gracci, and PFF is fake news. 4 followers that we have.
Oh, that's great.
And I'm the least respectable. No more of this shit. Seriously. That
was crazy.
Like
I didn't know about that, Greg. That was not on me.
That was so funny.
It's so painful. I'm so tired. Not after this game. Like, do it after the Bills win by 30 game. I just can't. I'm so delicate.
Man,
I'm
that made
just
me laugh a lot.
defeated. Good. It was a well done job by him.
Thank you. Are you ready for the question game?
Please, for the love of God.
Okay. Jersey online today. Quinton Spain.
No, he
More
just
like
signed.
Spain you later.
No, he just signed. He's a member of a team. I forget who it
Yeah,
was.
but not the Bills.
Yeah.
On,
A kind of a weird cut there, kind of surprising.
Mhm.
But anyway, you could get yourself a Quinton Spain jersey. Greg, I don't know if you won this. You have won 4 in a row and 7 of the last 8.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I looked at the records. I have a record sheet. Here's overall still pretty terrible. You're 31, 49, and 3, and Kyle is 41, 45, and 3. You are somehow both the Adam Gase of this podcast still.
How can we both be below 500?
I think because whenever someone else comes on, they beat both of you.
each other.
You've been keeping a running tally for 3 seasons?
Yeah.
Wow.
3 full? Wow.
Yeah.
That's
I mean,
crazy.
That
I
is
know.
amazing.
Thank you. Question number 1. Greg, we'll start with you. Keep this roll going. What number is higher? Jets points this season, including today's game, or the record for most points scored by one team in one game in NFL history?
That has to be like 80. So do the Jets in, what's the Bills record? 5-2, 7 games. I'm going to say the Jets this I'll say the record for the most points in a game. Higher.
Okay. Greg. Kyle.
This is tough because back in the 30s, again, when the guys were truck drivers and fucking garbage men, and
Tonawanda
they
had a team.
smoked. Yeah, there had to be a team that scored like 104 points because the other team was, drunk. I'll go. Yeah, boy, man, they started Joe Flacco for 2 weeks. I think he scored negative points. I'm gonna go Jets. I'll just go Jets.
Yep.
They even at 10 points a game, that's 70 points. They scored more than that once, I think.
Okay. It is the Jets, Kyle.
Oh, thank God.
Well done. The most points. Well, I'll tell you, the Jets, including today, have 85 points. And the record is 72 points. Washington versus the Giants, 72-41 in 1966.
Wow.
I wasn't alive.
Kyle, question number 2 to you. What number is higher? The percentage of Sam Darnold passes that are intercepted, or the Rotten Tomato score for Speed 2 cruise control?
Oh boy, it was Speed 2 that bad? Did Speed 2 have Keanu Reeves in it?
No, I saw it in the theater though.
Oh, okay. So that one, 29. Which one's lower, did you say, or higher?
It's always which one's higher.
Which one's higher? Okay, Speed 2 has to be above it.
Okay, let's go on Speed 2. Greg.
What was the first option again? It was
the percentage of Sam Darnold passes that are intercepted. Career.
I'm gonna go opposite because I need to catch up here, and I think it's gonna be close. Speed 2 is so bad.
So you're going
Opposite of Kyle. Yes, I'm going Darnold.
You're going Darnold. It is, in fact, Speed 2. It's
it.
very close. So 3.2% of Sam Darnold's passes are intercepted, and Speed 2 cruise control got a 4%.
Wow. Wait, what couldn't they slow down in Speed 2?
It wasn't about not being able to slow down, but it was like a cruise ship that was heading toward a port. What's his name? What was the ugly guy that was the goblet? And
Jason
Sean
Patrick?
Murphy.
Wow.
No, Jason Patrick was the good guy in Speed 2. He replaced Keanu Reeves. The
Yeah.
bad guy was the Goblin and the Spider-Man with Tobey Maguire.
Oh, Willem Dafoe.
Willem Dafoe is the bad guy, and he's like so over the top. He's dying, so
Willem Dafoe's ugly?
Well,
I think he's ugly
he's
like
a bad
an ugly
person in
dog.
this movie. Therefore, he's like an ugly personality. That's what I meant.
Oh, okay.
No, he meant he's ugly.
Yeah,
I
geez.
did.
Unbelievable.
Don't backtrack
Anyways.
on Defoe now.
Yeah.
He's like he has a cruise ship going to like blow up, and that's the speed. They have to speed to rescue the cruise ship.
We'll do that after Karate Dog. Question 3.
And the Duffy documentary.
That's true. We
Yellowest in the Street or something.
We gotta
I don't
put
know.
Duffy on that.
Greg starting. Oh no, we can't start with you, Greg. We're gonna start with Kyle because he's in the lead. Question 3. Kyle, which one of these players never played a snap for the Jets ever? Is it A,
Never.
Brandon Marshall, B, Matt Castle, C, Ty Law, or D, Boomer Esiason?
Fuck.
Which one of those players never played a snap for the Jets?
Greg has the upper hand here.
I know the
Shit.
answer, so don't screw it up.
It's Matt Castle.
Greg?
It's Dave Campaign.
That wasn't even an option. What's happening?
Steve Campaign.
Steve Campaign, damn it. It is Matt Castle, so
That
Kyle
is
sweeps.
Congratulations, Kyle. You break the streak. Matt
Yes,
Castle
42, baby. I'm the Sean McDermott now
is the correct
of the question game. I'm just good enough to keep my job.
Good. You're good.
Well, Kyle, we got that big game against the Patriots next week. So all eyes and ears turn to you. We need a key to the game. How do we
Yes.
beat those Patriots?
Well, if you've been listening to the podcast the past 4 seasons, you know there's only one way to beat the Patriots, and that's to tell Bill Belichick yo mama jokes. That's
I
the only
missed
way.
this.
You got to
I'm
get
so
in his head.
sad. So sad this only happens twice a year.
I almost thought about making it every week, but I was like, then it wouldn't be special.
Yeah.
You
It
know?
is special. Good. Do you
So-
have perchance some examples of things
I
they could
have
say
two.
too?
I have
good.
two
Oh, good.
actually,
Oh, good.
in case any of the players are listening right now.
Yeah,
Okay.
good.
So they could use this one to get in Bill Belichick's head. Yo mama is so ugly. When she tried to join an ugly contest, they said, sorry, no professionals.
that'll get him off his game, I think.
Yeah,
It
he'll have to
would,
think. He'll have to
But
think.
also, what contest isn't for professionals?
The
You know what I mean?
Olympics. It's the Olympics. You got to be amateur.
Oh,
It's the ugly
would it be the Summer or Winter Olympics for the
winter
ugly
game. That's
contest?
an indoor. That's an indoor
That's a winter game.
Yeah, that's
A lot
not-
of Buffalo and Pittsburgh people in that contest.
We're groomed.
Okay, here. How about this one? Throw Bill Belichick off his game with this Yo Mama joke. Yo Mama is so fat. When she sat on Walmart, she lowered the prices.
It's so stupid.
So
Those
that's
have-
all. That's
it's
all I got to do.
impossible- It's impossible to deliver on those, and yet you do it every time. So it's 100% fail.
It's all
scenario.
timing. It's all
Yeah,
timing.
You do great. I'm proud of you. Good. Well, that's it. No, there's
Well,
not.
Okay, but Greg, do you think they're going to beat the Patriots? I mean,
No.
they're going to tell these Yo Mama, even with the Yo Mama jokes?
I think even with the, I know I do think that they have a chance to win. I mean, I don't know, man. They're slumping right now. Something's got to happen. So they're just playing like garbage. So and Belichick is gonna eat them alive. I'm afraid of him. I always will be until he
Yeah.
dies.
That's the problem. This team can't stop the run well,
No,
and they run it with Cam
Yeah.
and Damian Harris
James
and
White
Rex
and
Burkhead and James White
a
pretty
bunch
well.
of other no name. They're gonna pick up some guy from a D3 school and just run
Yeah.
him, and he's gonna get 600 yards.
and just when they can't stop the run, he's going to do the little dump offs to fucking Edelman that we've watched the past 12 years, and he's going to get big chunks. And it's just what happens. It's just it sucks. It sucks. I don't know. I'm kind of hoping Bean makes a play for something,
Yeah.
but I don't even think we're one pass rusher away from being competitive. Like I said, the offense has now declined significantly from the first 4 weeks. The defense is still not good, regardless of this game. The defense is still not good, and you're facing Bill Belichick. You have a weakness. That guy's going to hit it, and he's going to hit it out of the park. And because of that, Bill Belichick alone, Cam Newton could pass for 15 yards, and he might. He's nothing like he was, but I think the Bills lose 27-17. They don't give me any indication they're going to start scoring more than one touchdown a game and 3 field goals.
I think the Bills win 21-14, 7 field goals. And
How many
The other
missed,
pass
though?
attempts 16 field goals.
but I think the Patriots are slumping too. I mean, as we're recording, they're losing 7-0 to the 49ers. So who knows what happens in the game?
Huge
But they're not playing their
slump
best
there.
football either. So I think 2 slumping teams play each other. Who knows what could happen? It's gonna be crazy.
It's a slumpy bowl. It's
gonna
a
be a-
slumpy bowl.
It's gonna be a slumpy
Slump bowl.
ball.
Greg, what's
Slump
the
Bowl
score to the
2020.
game?
7-0.
No, the next week.
7-0.
Who? What team?
Patriots. What are you, deaf? All right, this game sucked.
Yeah.
Greg, instead of paying me $40, you buy $20 worth of Manscaped.
I will. I'm honoring the bet any way you want me to honor the bet. I told you I'd give you $40
But you
if
have to
someone
use-
listened to you and bought ball shaving material. Someone listened to you and bought ball shaving material. That is not something I can sidestep as a man. I will do whatever you want.
If
I will
you-
buy, even though I have a nice case of ball cleaning and shaving materials that they send me in the mail, I will buy whatever item you want. I'll tell you what, you pick out the item, I will buy it. And wear it, whatever it is. Whatever it is, I will
here's-
proudly display for a
here's-
day.
Here's how I look at it with us having Manscaped and everyone else. They're a bigger, obviously much bigger podcast with Manscaped. But if you go to them and you use, Ian Rappaport's or someone else's with a big, a big following. That's like buying from Target. We're the mom and pops. We're the
Yeah.
pops and pops. We got 3 pops.
This is family
We're the
owned.
pop,
in the
pop, and pop.
podcast.
That's like supporting us. You know
We
what I
got
mean?
our
Those
sons
guys
and
are
daughters
good.
on the register. This is a family owned podcast.
We're the three dads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the name of our business.
I mean,
Three
what
dads.
are you gonna not use our code and let Kyle go homeless? You can't do that. He's a
we
if
veteran.
Manscaped drops us, I don't know if I can keep doing this podcast. I'm so relying on this money soon.
We have
I'm
to.
dying.
We have to brand this podcast as a family-owned podcast. Now. That's my favorite thing that ever happened. Okay,
we
that's
should apply for a loan from the government.
Ooh.
a small business loan. Yeah, Kyle's gonna do it. I'm gonna get a call from a bank as a cosign reference.
This was a fun episode.
That's it. It was terrible.
It was a bad game, but a good pod.
Yeah.
Much like last week.
Just trying to end it, pod. I'm just trying to end the
Okay.
pod.
People like it when we go longer.
I don't. There's no proof of that.
The
There's
one
proof
guy
in the
tweeted
contrary
at
to
us.
that. It is detrimental.
Remember, you can tweet at us, email us,
In the huntcast at gmail.com.
podcast at Gmail. Well, we won't check it right away, but I will read it, and I probably will butcher your name unless it's Joe Smith,
Yeah.
Kyle Turner, or
Yep.
Sean Murphy, or Greg Bow.
Follow us on Twitter or on YouTube. Give us
Yeah.
an old star rating at the old
None of this does anything.
iTunes.
Listen, how many Bills podcasts do you listen to out there where they're like, I think the receivers played good? No, you want to hear about my balls.
We did that. We did that for
We
like
did
10
that.
minutes.
No, I didn't mention anything about receivers. Yeah, but we don't know what we're talking about.
It is
That's
true.
the best part.
That is true. That's the charm of a family-owned podcast.
We are. It's like you know when you go into like a local pizzeria and you're like meet the owner and you're like, how the fuck did you get a small business loan?
Yeah.
And that's us. We're like, how do you even have people listen to you?
Because his dad did it.
I still think I can kick Tyler Bass's ass.
You
can.
cannot.
I just wanted to say that again.
Stop trying to make the podcast longer. Sweet
Okay.
O, one love.
I'll bring it up next week.
All right.
Bye.